Well, the king is back at it again. Hackman the mechanic. Da 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 da. Hackman. Da 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 da. Hackman. With a bunch of those comic book words like popping out on the screen, like bang, ouch, oops, oh crap. Da 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 da. Hackman. Anyway, the channel's gonna get a couple dislikes. Look at that pad. No, I didn't replace the rotor. It's all sheared up. Anyway, to begin with. It's a scrap wagon. I really don't drive it around looking for scraps. It's mostly like what Bert from Blueberry Farms would kind of call a mule. I just use it to haul the loads into the junkyard. I took that bar right there to collapse the rotor. Not the rotor, the caliper. I know I could have used. Look at that. It is playing. I guess some people are of the ilk to go and replace whatever is causing it to be loose, and I would imagine it would be probably the idler arm, maybe. I don't take it on the highway. It's been like that for probably 10 years. And the commenters, junk it! Oh, like I gotta show up to the junkyard delivering $2 worth of scrap with a Rolls Royce or something like that. With a $50,000 pickup truck. You know what people do when you go to the junkyard? When you have a really nice truck? Like when this thing was much nicer. They pull up alongside and then they stop here. They stop short. They don't pull up bumper to bumper. They always seem to pull up short. And then dude's got like a water heater or some other large appliance. And a long time ago, that's how I scored that dent right there. Somebody's appliance went flying into the truck. So you're going to go bring your $50,000 pickup truck to the scrapyard, and it's really nice shape. You're gonna get one of those as a consolation prize. So $2,000 worth of damage for $80 worth of scrap. Nope. It's my little Neely pad. So yeah, I already put in Never Sees on here before, if you could tell, and it worked pretty good, gotta say. Except I did need the sledgehammer to kind of knock the wheel loose. This is almost like junk car repair ASMR, or whatever the heck they call that. Right? This little handy tool here. Only reason why it's still working is I don't leave it out in the rain. I know, I'm not doing some crosshatch fabric. Instead of, I'm doing it like my 92-year-old grandmother. She rocks, man. She can still do stuff. Imagine living that long. Wow. Sometimes I wonder, I'm like, what's that gotta be like? Has all her faculties. I mean, I feel bad for some families and old people that have dementia, etc. It won't wobble. It'll be all right. It'll be okay, kids. It'll be okay. It'll be fine. More scrap for the dream. You. I love that guy, Tucker. That's one bona fide, genuine YouTuber. He's totally into it. Gotta put a little air in that tire, because I think for sure there's a nail or screw or something in there. With this antiquity thingamajig. Bent up a little bit. That thing's worth $40,000. What brand of truck is this from? And this right here, looky here, a truck mirror. What's so great about a truck mirror? Well, they're expensive. You could go to Farm and Fleet and get, yeah, maybe more money out of the pocket, right? So scrap man never really wants, he just waits. Now, while these mirrors will still probably pass the state inspection, look at that gigantic hole in there. I think this would work out just fine. I figured out how to get that to bolt down there the right way. And And we'll be cruising in style with another mirror. See? The scrap man never wants. He just waits. And I got some more circuit board stuff for that skills guy that's supposed to come here sometime. I don't know. Not sure exactly when. All right, kids. Well, this project's on hold, and yeah, I got a lot of people all wound up about that board right there. So I might take that out and replace it with something else. Oh, wow. Yeah. I don't know, I might replace it with something else or try and draw that wall in a little more, but I had this come along on there and everything, and yeah, it was not cooperating. I was afraid I was going to do more damage than good. Hi, neighbor. We got a new neighbor here now. Where I had some of my vehicles right there, now we got this guy here. Howdy, neighbor. Ooh, that won't turn. Anyway, I found a John Deere lawn tractor at one neighbor's house, and then the guy that called me to let me know was a different neighbor. And I dragged it over to his house a couple days ago, and I promised him, oh yeah, I'll be there tomorrow or maybe later on this evening. 3 days later, it's still over by his place. And then I wonder why people are reluctant to do me favors. Because I'm a man not of my word always. Well, I am, but sometimes things come up. And it makes honoring commitments extraordinarily difficult. What kind of tool? Maybe I use this. Use this pliers. Nope. That ain't gonna work either. Let's think. Let's think alike. What else do we got? Nothing. Maybe like a long bolt or something. This looks like it might be sturdy enough. You need the other pipe to it. There we go. Well, the pipe is the first thing to go on these types of jacks with me, because it often gets used as a persuasion bar. That's my kneelie pad. I'll forget where I put that. You guys can remind me later. In case I forget. Along with these handy dandy tools. The king leaves stuff outside. And lastly, the sledgehammer. I put this in my car because it has a wooden handle, and if you leave these kind of tools outside, they're finished. More or less. I'm claiming anyway. Oh. Take the battery off that. Take the battery off that because that's one battery I'm sharing with all the tools. That's a little bit dangerous. I'm not liking it. We got a bucket o' tools here. A bucket o' tools. That could be like an Irish name. Bucket o' tools. I can't do any of those accents. How do people do that? How come British people can do a... Anywho, back over here. I know we're jumping around a lot. This little box here I want to go through real quick. That old truck plastic cap is brass. That's gotta be taken apart. That's copper. There's some brass. Brass. Not sure. I think that might be aluminum. Yeah, it's got a lot of steel on it. That's more like copper. Brass. That feels like aluminum. Brass. Look at me at my age, like digging through like a little old shoebox, picking for tiny bits. I really took a couple of wrong turns in life. I shouldn't be doing this, right? I should be CEO of something. Like a cereal company or, I don't know, a power station, something. What else we got? I got that little tidbit right there. I'm not going to turn that in. I really got to finish cleaning this thing out. YouTube. Oh, yeah, I keep walking past those. We could cut those little bits off. Yeah, off camera I knocked those like stalactites and stalagmites of glass off of there. Just a little too sketchy. Okay, air in the tires, and Screw this together. And a few other things. We'll run this inside. Yeah, so there's this one channel, Adventures with Mike. It's a scrapping channel. And the guy's always got a S-ton of like scrap on his trailer. And there's a channel that gets all the hates and all the trolls. That scrap isn't worth $500. That's what they're telling him. I'm like, if the scrap is paying $180 a ton or more, that guy's got $500 on there. And then they're like, other trolls are like, all that work, unloading and loading and then reloading and all that for $500, and then driving it to the scrapyard. I'm like, that is definitely worth it. $500, okay, especially if you're being paid cash. That $500, that's a week's pay for a lot of people. That's probably about $30 worth of brass and about $80 worth of copper. Because the prices are kind of low. It should be worth a lot more, but it isn't. And there ain't nothing we could do about it except maybe hoard it and wait for the prices to go up. What was I doing now? Well, I inflate the tires and button it up. Button it up there, King! There's the grill we painted. There's some scrap taillight that I found. I don't even know what it fits. I didn't look at it, but made in Canada. Why the heck can't stuff be made here? We got some kind of an animal running around here at nighttime. Oh, I wanted to get the power supply. That's it. See, look at me running around this compound like I don't know what I'm doing, because that's the truth. People are like, "You're not quitting scrapping." Yeah, I'm slowly going out of business here. Don't really want to do this anymore. I can see why. I just... Maybe if I move to a new town or something, I might. But this area has gotten... It's gotten too crowded. Like when I first moved out here, I would say the population has doubled. I gotta find the right cord to plug into that. don't know which one was live. Go around. Wound around that. I really gotta cut that out of there, but I know I've said that in previous videos. There's like so much going on all the time that like 80% of the stuff that I ever needed to do. Now what's this stuff on? Yeah, about 80% of the stuff I ever needed to do ends up never getting done. All right, is there juice coming out of this? There's no way to know. Yeah, walk in the water there. Yeah, we're gonna kind of hop while holding the cord. That's a brainiac thing to do, right? YouTube. Well, that ain't gonna work either. I'm in a conundrum here. Just to get juice out to where I need it. No, it can't always be set up. Things are always moving around. I got it plugged in, but the connection is not like the best. So sometimes you gotta wiggle it around. I'll use this saw as my test light, so to speak. Let's see if we got juice here. We got a connection. I gotta find my air pump. Crazy how I do things, right? That's because these tools were needed somewhere else. And what happens is I usually take too long because I'm not fast. And things become time imperative. Like, I gotta go. Gotta go. Gotta go pick up somebody or some other kind of nonsense. All that running around that I did, I'm exhausted, man, just from walking around like that all day long. I got that step counter thing, and I walk 5 miles a day. I gotta figure out this entanglement here is when I tie that across. All right, all tied into place. That one, now I'm going to put this one on. I think there's enough air. Oh yeah, there's too much air. I'll let some out. Don't you have a gauge? No, I don't. Not handy anyway. It's like something I've gotten 50,000 of over the years and end up breaking or losing every last single one of them. Ooh, that's really low. You gotta go through that every time, King? Yeah, if it's been sitting. Why don't you fix the tires? You're talking a losing battle.